Hello there, here, and we are back with Bohemian Symphony. I'm trying to make it rhythmic, but not rhythmic. Tune? Fuck, I don't know what's the word. Let's continue playing the game, shall we? Yeah, this is the final. I kind of forgot. Oh, what is it? Let me go back. Oh yeah, they are kissing. Yeah, nice. Yes, the final step. Yes, that's. I suppose this is the final arc? Question mark. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah. Enough talk. Let's continue playing the game, shall we? I wonder how it will end. Totally. Where God awaits. A little bedroom. It's here, isn't it? I never did figure out what Calf House Room means. Wow, we return here. Holy shit. If Ren and Aki are right, then... Yeah? Under the bed, there was a black cube and some textbooks with black covers. What should I do? Smaller textbooks? June 12. When I came home last night, applauses to me and over. He had slashed his left wrist with a knife, had a flashback. I think it was the TV showing those awful Father Day ads with those cheesy, unrealistic slogan. He hasn't told me yet. Don't know if he will. Flashback? He tried to call people, but everyone's phones were off, including mine, Yee's, and had no battery left, and the redacted was asleep. What's with the... There's a lot of censoring here. He kept apologizing to me, explaining that he regretted it the second he did it, swearing he won't do it again, so I hugged him and held him until he stopped shaking. I tried telling him that he had nothing to apologize for, but that only made him more agitated, so I kept quiet. Yeah, you don't have anything to apologize for, I guess. Or, okay, perhaps you don't. I'm just assuming since this is a fictional novel and there's a lot of twists, the usual in the story. After I held him clean and bandaged his wrist, I went to throw... What's with the style of, like, the silent and the book opening? It makes me kind of anxious. It feels like a horror story. Where was I? After I held him clean and bandaged his wrist, I went to throw away the knife. After I did so, I noticed my pointer finger had been stained with his blood. It tasted... Why? It tasted like iron. Why the fuck do you taste it? I heard him laugh weakly from the bed, and he joked that he didn't know I was into that kind of stuff. The way he praised it made me want to cry for some reason. You cry because of that? A chill went down on my spine, and someone else's face seems to be staring at me instead of his. But you were the one that leaks it. At least he had calmed down enough to be back to his sarcastic self. I just wish he could be kinder to himself. I wish he had said he regretted it because it hurt. Not because he didn't want to upset me and the others. Loving isn't enough. Okay. If I could take in even a little bit of the pain he is in, I will take everything. Is this how it relates to the cube? But there's nothing else I can do other than reassure him. Shh, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Psst, 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 psst. Why am I talking to you like a cat? Psst, 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 meow. Psst, psst, psst. Yeah. I shall stop. Larger textbooks. Wait, what's the correlation with the little textbooks with a large textbook with a whole context of story? They don't know that I'm him. They don't know I'm them. They don't understand me, but they understand them. What? But we are the same. We are the exact same. So why not me? Our words, experience, loves are the same. So why is it me who stays behind? What did I do wrong to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? Hurts. Stop. Get it off my back. It burns. Stop. Who? What? I don't forgive you. I hope you rot in the deepest pits of hell with no way out and your eyes get stabbed by a fork and you're forced to eat your own intestines and drink your own pee. Wish you nothing but misery. Curse you. I curse you to never be happy for the rest of your life. Do you want me to pretend nothing happened like everyone else does? Don't you fucking kiss and hug me after all the shit you put me through in middle school. You made me hate myself. Garbage. Alright. The next sentence was written with a noticeably different handwriting. What edgelord wrote the... So creepy. Thank God I'm not mentally ill like some freaks out there, lol. Why? Why are you commenting on it? Oop. The sound of running water is coming from somewhere. Why is it turning into a horror visual novel? Stop. Enough of this? Wait. Where's the water coming from? It sounds like it's close by. Yeah. Investigate. I'll look around the room for any source of water, like a sink. But there was nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. I pick up the black cube under the bed. Now that I think about it, it was Nathan who had looked under the bed the first time we came here. Furrowing my brows, I took a deep breath. Oh, so that's how Nathan get a black cube. As I made my wish, everything went black. Wait. In the first chapter, you all forget about something, right? What if back then one of you made a wish, and and that's the reason why all of you forgotten that you have gone there back then. You, Yulia, and Kana. Fascinating. Oh, I landed on the mattress of a bed. I opened my eyes. Wow, I cannot see who is there. Nathan Embers, the man who apparently killed 12 police officers, was standing next to me. The man that was with me for 6 years. I don't know if I really did love him. Who's to say if even that was a release from his supposed wish to the cube? Nathan. No, I can't lie to myself like that. I did care for him more than anyone in my life, as much as I hate to admit it. Okay? Are you under some kind of spell? He had me right where he wanted me. By his side in blissful ignorance. Zal will be together forever. Why? What? What the fuck? Nathan grabbed me into an embrace. No. Yes? No? I found it difficult to react. In fact, I was feeling very, very tired. As I recalled how I had come to appreciate his positivity, his affectionate nature, and his touch, I asked myself, what did you do by touching the black cube back then? Nothing? How did things come to be this way? Why are we meeting you here suddenly? The officers, did you do it? Did you hurt them? Yes. Wow, you finally murdered someone. Perhaps my comment back then doesn't age very well, isn't it? It was the only way to make you mine. I'll do anything for you. Heck, your relationships... I think this is good. Your relationships all this time has been with murderers. What does a lie do different for? I could feel my eyelids getting heavier and I tried to blink myself awake. You don't understand. You're the most important person in my life. I can't live without you. Well, you can live with these nuts. Sorry. Tired, drained. And I back then Aki mentioned something about I don't know, knowing Nathan family for a long time before all of this, because before she's a demon, right? Before she came to Earth realm. So is like Nathan a demon or something? I did it for you, not Earth realm, because I want to avoid copyright. Nathan's excuse barely registered in my mind. I didn't understand, but I could tell by the confidence in his voice that it was true. I'll do anything for you, Zal. I didn't want you to become a murderer. He took the black cube from my hands and held it in his. I tried to speak, but my voice became very vain. All I ever wanted was to protect you, and with that I did. With what? How? How does murdering 12 people protect me? I love you. I'll protect you, I promise. I felt his lips on my forehead. Well, you can kiss my ass then. Failing to do anything, I gave in to a deep, deep sleep. Is this a good ending? I couldn't see anything. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't feel anything. Did I ever exist? The void is the intent of the black cube. So close I could feel it, like an unknown place you know of, but have no idea where it is. All I know is the void. And it terrifies me. Okay. Who is the chess girl back then? Who is Kami Manpo? A lot of things haven't been explained yet. Who's that little boy who's going around with the black cube? Ah, I woke up. Where? It's like I've been sleeping for ages. Oh. Hey, you look like Serena. Oh, you're a different person. I thought you're the one that held the black cube back then. Everything came back to me once I saw a boy with wings on the shore. He had blood on his wings and a gun in his left. Wow. He was smiling. He looked happy. It's over. The wish worked. The boy laughed. What wish? Yep. He's forgotten everything. Who? Ah. I sighed in relief. It's over. Wait, how did you jump into Nathan back then? The boy looked down at me. What do you wish for? Who do you wish to forget everything? It is, but there's still one thing left. What? This. The boy nodded down at the sand under my feet. I looked down at it, and a small, cute pink box? It's what he was keeping all this time. I opened the box. There was a ring inside engraved with a Z and an N. Ah. So you want to make Nathan forget? Okay, and... Yeah, ring. Don't make me this more sad, Nathan. It has been done. Ah, no, you have been lying for a long time. Looking at it reminded me of what he did. He lied again and again, and yet it could be said that there were moments of happiness inside these lies. I held the ring to my chest and sighed. Well, time to peel off the the Nathan name from it and then put Hirate name on it. You know, recycling. The boy walked up to me and knelt down. He looked into my eyes. His two were filled with tears. I'm sorry. The boy looked down at the ring in my hands and back at me. Why do you have a gun and your ring is bloody? Did you shoot Nathan to make him forget about stuff? The boy looked down at the rings in my hand, then back at me. He grabbed my right hand and placed the ring on my ring finger. Why? This moment was what was meant to be. Then he took out the ring and put it on his own finger. Why? Huh? But it didn't happen. It didn't. It was meant to be. The boy's voice shook. He looked at me and then back at the ring. Finally he smiled. Are you Nathan? I love you. What? Why? How? Okay, that does correlate to what Aki said back then, that they know Nathan, so basically they are from the same supernatural realm. I love you too. What? Goodbye. The boy placed his hand on my shoulder. I felt a warmth I never felt before. I felt safe and happy. Like everything was going to be okay. So Nathan is some sort of angel like Serena, and then you wish for Nathan to forget, and now he's returning to being an angel? Wait, what is happening in the first place? Why the fuck are Aki searching for the black cube then? The boy smiled one last time, then disappeared entirely into the void. The void is where he belongs. And I know this. After all, I too... What? I feel the void and I love it. Wait, why are we teleported to Nathan back then? Final arc, wonderful world. What? I'll be real, because there's a lot of lore that I miss here. I'm trying to theorize a lot of things. Why the fuck are we in the hospital? I wake up surrounded by white walls and a nostalgic music bug tune. I recognize the room as the same one I had stayed when I got hurt before. Why are we here again? It's the hospital. I looked to the side and Mika had his head down on my bed, streaks of tears coming down his eyes. I reached out for him, but my arms came back empty. I tried again, and this time I grabbed his hand. He winced and looked up at me. Zal. Yeah. Hello, Mika. I got a wedding ring for us. Hello. Told you I'd be back. He took my hand into his own and I held it close to him. Yeah, you don't need to worry about why their wedding ring has a Z and an N in it. It's for us. You've been sleeping for a while, you know. I'm sorry. He didn't hurt you, did he? Mika pulled me closer to him. No. It was all me, but it's over now. Mika brushed off the tears that were threatening to fall from his eyes and smiled. Wait, what's the part of saving the world then? Oh no. Zal, I love you. Where's Serena now? Is she totally died? I love you, dude. Didn't she only miss her physical form and will come back? What does she meant to do? What does Aki meant to do? What is Nathan doing here? What do Kamioman want? Where is the boy back then who offers us the cube? A lot of unanswered questions. What is the cube exactly? Mika placed his hand on my shoulder, and I felt a strong warm current coming from him. Wait, where's that girl who lost their hand, I think? Is she still alive? How about Yulia? What happened to her? Rena too. And also, I forget the name. Okay, I remember almost all Amelia. Riley, yeah, Riley. How about Riley? What about the ghost? Alright. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's just read. Mika placed his head on my shoulder. Yeah, I already read it. It felt like it was going to melt me. It's a feeling I want to keep. Hey, are you okay? My eyes started to burn with tears. It wasn't that I was sad. I wasn't, I just... The people who I've lost, the people whose lives I took, everything I went through. It all hit me then and there. You just took two people, I think. And yet, I felt full, I felt free. I began to smile. I began to see. It's like I had a reboot of my brain. The world is so beautiful. For the first time in years, I felt myself finally relax. Okay? What? Huh. Final epilogue. Oh, alright. So, we are in the final episode then. Fascinating. A lot of question mark is flowing in my head. It's been 3 months since I left the hospital. I don't know yet if I'm going back to work. I feel like I'm just going to live my life. I read random books, watch anime, and just enjoy the sensation of being alive. Nice. I think of the past and how I've established myself to always go through crazy things. I think about how I've been through the worst of me, and yet here I am still standing. I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. There's nothing that can tear me down. You sure about that? The AI wouldn't pull something horrible suddenly? I turned on the TV. The news says that the 12th murder on the session had been solved and the culprit is under custody. I think it was Nathan. Nathan Embers was arrested, or so they believe. What? The session has no solid evidence to prove his involvement. He also has no recollection of the past 6 years. Wait, didn't he, fly way back? What? Okay, so spiritually, his angel part fly away? Yes? I'm really confused. I've been talking about this in therapy, but I'm still not sure of what I'm going to do with my life from now on. But I know what I want. I feel that fire that I need... The need I have to live that keeps me going. It's different, but I can tell that it's what I've always wanted. I'm quitting the force. Finally, from the seat across from me, Mika let out a deep breath. For a moment, we both stared. I've learned so much of myself, and I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's next, but right now in this moment of time, I'm with Mickey. Okay. I can't explain how I feel, but I know it's what I should be feeling. Oh. There's only one thing that bothers me still. The black cubes will still exist and will create chaos around anyone with bad intentions who have them. I expect that someone will have to deal with them, but I feel like I want to do something else from now on. Keep moving, keep going, keep growing. Okay. I'm moving forward in life. I can stay where I was, or I'll go mad. The cube will be in the back of my mind just like always. I know that. Mickey. Mickey heard me and hum. Time to buy that house near the beach then. His eyes are always so kind and I love them. They're always so warm. Like a little fire I never realized I needed. Mickey, other, crazy side never appears again, eh? And we didn't talk about the time you murder people, Mickey. He smiled at me. Yeah. I need to start being my own person. I smiled at him. I'm not going anywhere and he's not going anywhere either. I'll support you. Forever if I can. I will move on. Okay. I am Zalmora Greenhand. I'm 27 years old. Wow. I live in Japan. And I will live on. And I will live on. Mister, that's kind of mean. Don't tell the stories in the wrong order. What? What? He was Nathan Amber, detective living in Tokyo. What? He had a pistol and a police badge. Koba? Detective Ambers, hello. Oh, new character? Oh, hey. Detective Ambers, are you okay? Your nose is bleeding. I got punched in the nose for being a liar, Koba. Oh, back then. Oh, your partner. No? I see. How long have you been dating Detective Greenhand? He didn't know that Koba knew about him and Zalmora. He wondered why he was asking. 6 years. Oh. He and Koba sat in silence for a moment. So, you broke up after 6 years? Yes, he punched me in the nose and broke up with me. Anything else you want to know? Wait, what is happening? The younger detective said quietly for a moment. No. He continued to sit in silence. What? What's with the sound? Ah, okay. Afterward, he headed down to the police bar that is on the far side of the city. He walked in and saw the usual crowd. Oh, you see Mahika and Zalmora kissed, no? Koba approached him. Hey Ambers, having fun? No. What's with a gloomy face? Nothing. Oh, come on, we're partners, you can tell me. Okay, Koba. Let's say you made a wish to God 6 years ago and now it comes back to bite you in the ass. What do? You were a teenager dealing with the complication of growing up. Wow. You made a selfish wish and now you must pay for it. You seem to know a lot about this. He stood up, knocking over his stool in the process. Okay. You're a god. What? What? Huh? The man smiled. And you're drunk. God grinned. I'll give you your second wish for a prize. Second wish? Prize? What's the prize? Tell me what you think is the most pathetic thing about yourself. Is it your incapability of living alone? Your fear of not being loved? The way you try to make everything about Zalmora when it's about you? God burst out laughing as he stood there dumbfounded. You're lying. All I wanted was to protect him. God laughed again. The noble yet naive desire to protect someone, the strong yet stupid need to be loved. All of it. Screw you. You wanted to protect yourself. You only made that wish so that you wouldn't have to suffer in the end, except it Nathan. He stood there seething. What kind of god are you? He was angry. He said, throb it with each of his heartbeats. I don't know, a kind of god that makes like people die left and right. I'm offering you anything. Anything, I'll do anything you want. I want Zal to love me. I'll do anything. Please give me the box. By the lords, you're annoying. You can shut up about Zalmara for 1 second. I don't want to be without him. I can go on. Please just give me the fucking chance. Wow, Nathan, you are fucking... you are fucking disgrace, bro. What do you plan on doing if I don't give you the box? I'll have no reason to leave then. You have no reason to leave if you are not with him. All you are is an addition to him, huh? That's very ambitious of you, Nathan. You have a background of doing dangerous shit without much hesitation. Why stop now? What? God, look at him aside. You've got some spunk left, I'll give you that. If you can find a reason to live other than being with him, you'll just end up wanting to die again. That's why I won't give you a wish. Why are you doing this to me? I don't want power, I don't want revenge. I just want Zal back. Why won't you give that to me? I gave you everything. I gave you the power to decide your future, yet here you are, torturing yourself for a man who doesn't love you anymore. It's pathetic. Yeah, that's the word. Child, you must realize that you can live your life being an addition to someone else. What do you want me to do then? Choose. Live your life or die. I'm going to give you one last option. Find new meaning to your life. Find something that completes you, then I'll give you your wish. Think on it. What is happening? He was in his room alone. He thought for a moment. What could he build that will last beyond him? Something that will last beyond his lifetime. Something that will fill his days. Ah, yes. This might be it, he thought. Of course, the risks are great. If he were found out, he could be charged with murder, locked away for life, or even executed. What do you mean? But if he were successful, then God will fulfill his wish. He will become a legend. And that is? Who do you shoot? The 12 people? Of course you're getting found out. What the fuck? Okay. That's a quick spiral to to doom. Did he feel fulfilled? He didn't know. But he did this for himself. You have made a true mess of things. I found something else to do in my life. You said you'd grant my wish if I did that. I'm very disappointed in you. Your actions have led to misery and a downfall of a story that could have been special. Can you truly say with a straight face that this fulfilled your life? Of course not. He's in love with Zamora. He isn't straight. Yes. I wanted you to find yourself a hobby or something, not become a mass murderer. Well, you're not clear enough. But you said if I found something else to do, you grant me my wish. I did say that, didn't I? I find your actions even worse than disappointing, mind you. What? Your murdered innocence? Nathan, how do you expect Zalmora to love you now? No way. I won't have to worry about that if you grant me my wish. What the fuck do you mean by that? I always do what's best for Zal's future. How is that best for Zal's future? Did she ever stop to think he wouldn't want that? And how will you know what Zal would want or not want? You're not him. And how do you decide for him? You're not him, Nathan Embers. What the fuck? You become much worse. Exactly. Listen to yourself, Nathan. You could have been better yourself and become worthy of his love again, but you ruined it. What's done is done. True, but you could have gotten it back. You had the power to do so. All you needed was to realize your mistakes. You completely ruined it. Stop criticizing me like I'm a child god. I mean, I did say that your only downside was lying because all the other people did murder, but then you decided to do 12 murder. This was a golden opportunity you missed. Now you're a mass murderer. How do you feel about that? I feel like shit, but it was for the sake of my wish I did it. No! So can you please just give me my fucking wish? Fine. Whatever. Why are you so... Alright then. God said that she produced a black box. Have your freaking wish. Go tell Zamora you kill people and suck face. A warm light came out of the box and he took it in his hands. What do you wish? Will we have to go through that nightmare thing again? Yes, Zamora will be trapped in another nightmare. You'll aid him, yada yada yada. Now get out of here. I can't stand looking at you anymore. Wow, okay. He awakened in his room with a black book in his hands. Soon he will enter Zalmora's nightmare, then he will love him again. And he will be happy. He was happy. Are you sure about that? Fascinating. Which part of you is an angel? What? Ah. Zalmora sat with him at the beach. Everything was good. Zal was sleeping so sound in his shoulder he barely moved. He was even a little cold, but he would warm up soon. He would keep him warm. He was with Zal. He had Zal. Everything was perfect. This is the happiest he had ever been. But, oh, a man with his hair in a braid and a long bangs approached him. How the fuck do you enter here? What have you done? What have you done to him? Shh, he's asleep. The man looked angry. You're a monster, aren't you? You disgust me. What have you done to Zal? We're getting married, now leave us alone. The man seethed with anger. He doesn't love you anymore. Don't you dare say that. He may be asleep, but he's still my husband. Yeah, okay. Go find another man to make jealous, will ya? I'm in no mood. What? You son of a bitch. The man leaned in to tackle him. He fell backwards on the ground and the man pinned him down. Let me go, and then they kiss. Wow. And Zal is being left alone there. Let me go. Not until you wake up Zal. He won't wake up for you, only for me. Zal never loved you, he was just trying to forget me, but he came back to me. Just accept that and move on. The man ignored him and held the other's neck with both hands. His eyes were filled with anger and pain. And, oh, sorry. What? Where? Can I skip it? And sadness. The man looked at him a moment longer before he finally let go of his neck. He stood up and turned to look at Zalmora's sleeping face. Zal, please wake up. He walked over to the man, staring at him coldly. Please, I want to remember you. I don't want to forget. Silence. Please. Your love for Zal isn't as strong as mine. The man looked up at him, his eyes red and his face streaked with tears. He sniffled and wiped his eyes with anger. You don't know anything about us. You don't know anything about Zal. You broke him. You took him from me. Zal was happy with me, you lot. You just bring sadness. You're the one that did it. You just bring hate and confusion into his life. You don't know shit. He was happy. I was his rock. Without me, he would have died, killed himself. Yes, maybe I saved him. He sighed and looked down at the floor. Now I'm sure without me, Zalmora would be dead. He's mine. He's always been. He didn't want to be yours. The man angrily pushed himself to his feet. He wanted to be himself, and now he's just a husk. They both look at Zalmora. He seems like he's sleeping so soundly, but Nathan knows he won't wake up. He's broken. But he is his. What is happening right now? The men both take a deep breath before looking at each other. You're a monster. I saved Zal. You lied to him about his own mother's death. To protect him? The man laughed in disbelief. You're a fool. Zal needs the truth, not lies. He needs love. He needs to wake up. No. We'll be here together forever, just the two of us. How do you enter here, by the way? The man hung his head and walked over to Zalmora's sleeping body. He kissed him on the lips softly as if to say goodbye. The man then walked over to him and stared at him straight in the eyes. You're a monster. Then he began to walk away from the beach. Well, that's all? Oh, okay. What? He and Zal were alone together again. Okay. Maybe he was a monster. Maybe the man was right. Maybe he was a fool. One thing was for sure though. It was worth it. Is it? He stared at Zal's sleeping face, his eyes shut gently and smiled. I love you, Zal. Zal didn't respond. He laid his head on his sleeping loved one's shoulder and looked at the ocean. Wow, you must have a neck pain, that's why you died. Probably. From neck injury. Then a hand touched his shoulder. He opened his eyes and turned around to see an angel pointing a gun at him. That's where the guns come from and the wings. But also, how did Mika enter here? The angel aimed at his head with an unreadable expression. What? What are you doing? Well, aren't you just the brightest one today? He started the gun in disbelief as the angel started back in silence. So, Zalmora make a wish and Nathan make a wish, like around the same time. Zalmora wished Nathan to be dead and Nathan wished to be with Zalmora. That's why we are with Nathan back then and we just fell asleep for the longest time. And we are now in the dream world. How did Mika get here? So you are going to kill me. Heh, no, I can't kill you. Killing you would also mean killing Zal and I can let that happen. Then what are you going to do? I'm going to make you sane. What? The angel took a deep breath. Then he fired. Fired what? Nathan knew he had been fired at, but he didn't feel anything. Blood came out of his head, but he was not dead. What? What? How? How did I know you survived? Take a guess. In what situation will that happen? Nathan came to a realization. No. It can't be true. Oh, trust me, it is. He stared at the angel in disbelief. He had seen the truth. This was a nightmare. But it was his nightmare. This is all fake, a dream. Yeah. Someone had made a wish. Who? Why? He looked at the beach and the black box in the angel's hand and knew it was true. What did she wish for? Not me. Him. The angel said with a monotone voice as he pointed at Zalmora. He stared at Zalmora's sleeping face. Zal made a wish? Why? For who you were before. Nathan dropped his knees in shock. You changed, you became this person he barely recognized. You're not even the same person. So he wished for you to go back to how you were before. The angel looked at him with a stare that seems to pierce his skull and drill into his brain. Before he decided that his life was everything to you. Nathan tried to remember his old friends, his old hobbies, his old self before Zalmora. But everything was blurred. He remembered the old him, but everything about the current him seemed different. Before I had everything to live for. Before you had everything to lose. Before he became your entire existence. He stared at the angel whose face showed a twisted semblance of pity. Everything is going to be alright. The angel said in a soothing voice. Tears welled up in his eyes, as he felt a faint smile on his face. The end. Was night. Okay, I thought that was the end of the game. Zal. Thank you. Okay, what? What is happening? Wait, I see. I can skip that. Sorry for interrupting you. Please continue with the story. What did I see? What do you see? What story? Isn't it the epilogue? Kid, imagine this. Picture it in your head. You'll see how it all comes together. Imagine that you're Nathan Embers, a man living in Shimazawa village. You're a kind man who loves to cook. Everything is alright. No need to worry. Everything is alright in the world. Yes. You open the door to welcome your friends Yulia and Zalmora inside. You sit down at the dining table. You indulge in the delicious food. What? So, how do I look? You all look at your friend Yulia who is wearing a dress. You look fine. A bit too much, maybe. Zal says, staring at Yulia's dress. Oh, come on, I worked hard for it. Yulia, why are you so normal right now? You all laugh. Alright, you're artsy, that's good too. Zal hold up his hands. I'll let it pass this time. You take a bite of your food as the three of you begin to chatter. So Zal, how did your trip go? Went fine. Zal fiddles with the ring on his finger. You look at it and smile. You didn't know he enjoyed jewelry. So any plans for the weekend? I'm going to be spending it alone. I mean, Zalmora probably is getting married, no? You struggle to remember something. Oh, I have to go to the city. Really? What for? The word seems hard to come by. Something. Something important or something? Both. After a few moments of silence, Zal speaks up. Well, that was delicious. You talk for a bit longer and Yulia leaves. You and Zal sit on the couch together. He's still fiddling with his ring. That's such a beautiful ring. Zal looks at his ring and nods slowly. Yeah, I love how you wear it. Zal laughs nervously. Nathan, I told you about who gave me this ring last time, remember? Sorry, who was it? My husband. Yeah, there's a silence. Zalmar looks into your eyes. Yay. You don't remember. In fact, there's a lot you don't remember. But somehow you don't want to remember. Zalmar sighed. Nathan, it's been years. You still can't remember anything? You say in silence. Why is Yulia become normal? You feel your heart stop. This conversation feels familiar. You put your head in Zalmar's shoulder and take in his hand, something that feels familiar for you. That is kind of weird if you did that to a married person. He looks at you and his expression becomes pain. You don't remember, do you? You shake your head. Zalmar's eye. I just realized that Zalmora's eyes is literally Argentina flag. Just without the sun. Maybe it's for the best. You stay with him in silence for a while. Just take care of yourself, alright? You nod. Okay. Zal hugs you and leaves. You are Nathan Embers, a kind man who likes to cook, so this is set in the future. And you are happy. Well, at least that ends well for everyone. Nobody dies, except a lot of people die actually. Before the incident. Bohemian Symphony and AI story. That's the end of the game. AI or what the fuck? A game by Meiri. Oh, the outro video editing is my passion. Yeah, oh, you video edited. That's why it feels different. Starring Zalmara Greenhand. The intro is all dead. Wow, outro. And Mika Hirate. Wow, completely getting rid of the other characters, eh? Additional casting by Shunkan Boy 18. Background schema Gure after Unsplash Meiri portrait art Meiri. What? Romeo the cat! Woo! Yes! Look at Romeo. Moda Mashi, Eric Matias, Aaron Crow, Satoshi Fujiwara, Sugasun Watson, Soundable, PECDV, Free Santa, Eriko Mori. Reading all of that. As the extra del Westfall Alima, Rent Codes, Programming Meiri. Credit themes by Golden Duck Orchestra, theoretical degree in sound engineering, Meiri. What? Wait, you have a degree in sound engineering? Thank you for playing. Cool. Ogres. And that's the end. Is it? Wait. I see. What a confusing life you have led, mister. Haha. I'm shocked you let me keep going until the end. People usually stop me by the time I get to the part with the cult and the demon twist. I've heard much weirder true stories. Oh yeah? Hit me. Are you sure? My husband's still a cop, There's no way you have any weirder source than him. There's nothing I don't believe in anymore after all that happened, kid. Hey, you're different, mister. Do you have any more stories? Afraid not. I'm a house husband now, so I've managed to evade any further shenanigans since then. Oh. Well, I'm about to give you some shenanigans then. So, you think you're ready to tell me your name, or should I just keep driving? What? What's with the name dropping? Who? Alright then. I'll get you to the airport as promised. Thank you. What? Chapter epilogues unlocked. What do you mean unlocked? Chapter or character? Wait, I forgot. I'm dumb. Hey, nice. What the hell? Minigame, see? Is it there back then? Oh, this is the thing. Wait, call me Manpo. What the fuck is wrong here? Yeah, back then I unlocked it. Why is it still like this? Is it intentional? God fucking damn it, I don't understand any of your words. Stindo to the what? Not important. Why is God speaking Portuguese Brazilian? Yeah, the girl that is your friend. There's nothing a description about it. And I cannot beat her. It's impossible to beat her unless you're GM Hikaru. Fuck. Because it's a hard bot, I guess. Anyway, let me check character epilogues for a bit. Is that? Character epilogue, yes. Zalmar Greenhand, birthday June 12, 26, blah blah blah. After the events of Book 3, Zalmar quits his job, though he sometimes accepts minor investigative gigs such as looking for lost pets, found peaceful, Mr. Life Free from now on, as an editor for Riley. Now, oh, nice. Get married with Mike, small ceremony by the beach. Both a beautiful beach house, okay. In the original script, Zalmar's gender was never specified until Nathan called him his boyfriend in Book 1 and later on when his dad referred to him as his son. His parent names are Marian and Hector. Why is it just revealed now? Yes, was named after his mother's favorite butterfly. The neophytic cop Zalmar. Cops, that's why Zalmar is a cop. Oh no. According to the AI, he will map his kid Audrey for a girl and Leonel for a boy. Why? 26, January 1st, June 12th. Amnesia. Family member. Terrifying nightmare. Alright then. The case was passed on two different detectives who had no idea what they were doing. The entire thing being shelved. What the fuck? It is unknown what will happen if Nathan remember what he did. No, what the fuck was that? 25. Never heard again. After her disfigured arm was sent to Zalmora, it is unknown if she is dead or alive. Supposed sightings of woman matching her description were never confirmed, though one witness insisted that an one-armed woman hiking up Mount Everest had once asked them for direction. What the fuck are you doing there? And script content for Book 2, Emily's twin sister Margaret was introduced. She had no clue of her sister's whereabouts, but claimed that she had gotten into hiking after graduation. If they hadn't given her story in Book 1, the plan was to make her Zalmar's partner in investigation of Kim and murder, acting as a foil to his pessimistic personality. She was also going to have a crush on Nathan instead of Sky. Interesting. There's no trivia for Nathan. Nathan just go with the story. Sky Hayes, February 14, 19 years old plus. Sky's corpse was never removed from the forest. Really? And he was considered a missing person for over 2 decades. Until a lost traveler came upon his remains. His mother, who had always believed he was alive all this time, took her own life shortly after the discovery. Neighbors said that she had kept his room identical to how it was before and refused to change her phone number. Oh no. Sky and Nathan were meant to be a wholesome, happy couple originally. If the twist of his true intention hadn't occurred, he and Nathan would continue to be together. Oof. He was inexplicably brought back to life for one single line of text in the epilogue of Book 1. Why? But it was scrapped as it was never touched upon again. According to the AI, the red trips on his hair are natural. How so? What the fuck? Riley, 24 years old, after graduating university, Riley begins her own business, which quickly expanded into a multi-million dollars corporation as the years went by. What the fuck? Not knowing what to do now that she has way more of a figurehead to the company than an actual employee, she began a digital magazine, where she wrote about anything that came to her mind. This became her favorite pastime. On the anniversary of her sister's death, she traveled back to Shimazawa. Though she seemingly lived a perfect life, deep inside she felt like the innocence she lost when they were taken away from her made it difficult for her to show any vulnerability to the one she cares about. Trivia: Riley originally had another sister, Marina. Wow, three sisters. She had a single appearance in Book 1 and was never heard from again, so this was scrapped. I mean, she probably died as well. One single scrap line in Book 2 randomly mentioned that she had fallen into coma at some point before the time skip. Why? Wow, amazing. Kim Yamison, 25 years old. Much like Octane's, Kim murders became something of a spectacle for conspiracy theorists at first, but Kim family quickly nipped in the bud. Her brother Ken began the Kim's Help Foundation, an NGO focused on aiding the grieving families of victims. A few years after the events of Book 3, Ken requested the investigation into her murder to be reopened, as it was never officially said that Sky Hayes was the one who took Kim's life. As expected, however, the Shimazawa police could not give less of a damn. Wow. And any further attempts to recognize Sky as her murderer were met with disdain from the few remaining officers. Ken's one contacted Jalmora to try and convince him to help with his goal as the son of the man who was once in charge of Kim's case, but even his help wasn't enough. Kim murder is to this day officially an unsolved cold case. How is it not enough? Jalmora literally knows Nathan Sky is the one that did it. And why is this guy so powerful? What the fuck? Thomas question mark? Yeah, this guy only appears like one or twice. After Thomas' death, Jalmora attempted to look up information on him. However, he could not find anything to prove that a man named Thomas Albert matching his description ever existed. What? At any point in time. DNA tests were done on his corpse, but no matches were found, so he is considered was a John Doe for many decades. His true identity was only discovered after events in the profiling were made. But this was all that the general public knew, as law enforcement has kept the truth to themselves since then. As such, the true identity of the man Jalmora knew as Thomas Albert is still a mystery to him. Who are you? Meiri, 7 years old. Jalmora likes to believe that Meiri has moved on to the afterlife. He later found out that Meiri was a childhood friend of Sky Hayes, and that her corpse was only found decades after her death. Relatives of her and Robert either disappeared or died shortly after, and it is said that the Octane 9 carries some kind of curse. These are mere rumors, but looking at the name Octane of the internet quickly brings up conspiracy theories and hundreds of words of discussion regarding the fate of the family. One particularly notorious theorist claimed that living Octanes changed their last names on an attempt to escape said curse, but apparently having Octane bloods in one veins is enough to bring chaos and death to their surroundings. In the end, Mary's death became less of a tragic, heartbreaking real event and more of a spectacle for Chris onlookers to get. But no, Meiri, what the fuck? Robert Octane, birthday, ? Robert lived on in the public minds as the last apparent victim of the Octane family line. A few years after his death, amateur internet sleuths came up with a theory on how he could still be alive, but few believed such an impossibly convoluted tale. Jalmora was once approached by someone who claimed to be Robert Octane, but it turned out to be a very unfunny prank. Wow! He believes it is best to let Robert rest in his grave and has vowed to not spend a single second of his life thinking about him ever again. Robert was the first original character the AI come with. In Book 2, if he hadn't died straight away, he would have continued to be Jalmora Nemesis, messing with him from the shadows. Why? What the fuck? Stop! God damn, there's a lot of people. Mike has quitting the force over a dozen times as the years went by, but stuck to it until he was promoted to captain and was able to bring some change to the department. His happiest times of the day were spent by his loved one's sides, and he often dreaded leaving the work to deal with whatever mess his officers had gotten themselves into, alright? 1 year, blah blah blah, long vacation together. Reignited his interest in science. Oh yes, he went to do science. Passion. According to 80%, he killed by accident on his first day of work was someone we all know somewhat well. Who? His mother name is Momoi. He has played over 2,000 hours of stories, and what the fuck, dude? Rena. Renata, the tale of Rena played to the psychologist taking care of her was a sad one. One of a little girl born solely to work as a tool for her criminal father, alright? Barely receive any affection. Tomiota, not much of a loving father figure. Wondered if there could be a happy life. Were her mother alive? Working with Zalmora changed Rena's perception. Okay then. Retelling what happened to her in such detail very much broke her already frail mental state. Alright, oh no. She has since become violent and unresponsive even to her former mentor Zalmora, and still believe that she can be helped, and often visits her at the hospital where she is staying. No, Rena. Aki Lehaki. Although she was confirmed dead, buried, and never heard from again, there still exists a belief in Zalmora's mind that Aki did not die. Could demons even die? That's a good thing to ask. This question kept him up at night. Other than, she was dead. Some conclusion. That is until 2 decades later, a new detective claiming the name of Meiri and Aki joined Tokyo Police Department. Her uncanny resemblance to the deceased Aki gave root to many rumors about among the detectives who had known her, and it said that Meiri too has a liking for beer. Okay, so you are still alive and pretending to be dead. Back then. Oh, alright. They originally had Aki wear a simple large green shirt with a bright purple shorts underneath. According to the AI, she's not only a demon but a fire demon sent to Earth by Satan himself. What are you doing here? Kimi Orion. The woman Zalmora knew as Kimi Orion was actually named Shizuka Hirano. Oh, alright, Shizuka Hirano. One of the few remaining survivor of the cult she was raised in. Not much known of what happened to her. Not knowing why she took Kimi Orion. Last sighting of Shizuka by a former co-worker of hers near a bistro. Mika and Zalmora had tried to contact her, but Shizuka herself asked to be left alone, claiming that their worlds are not meant to collide. They chose to respect her decision, though the mystery remained in their minds. Shizuka's original design included a hideous combat dress with what? With a neck-breaking turtleneck underneath? Wow. Forest? Wait, you're Forest? Angel Zalmora had met on that fateful day was later named Forest by his new friend Seren and Kana, who, much to his chagrin, were fated to live with him forever on that Sunday afterlife Fish Beach. His quiet and cynical personality did not fit in with the other two, but eventually did learn how to cohabitate with them. He seems to know a lot about everything, but chooses not to reveal any of it, claiming that it's too much for anyone's minds to process. Alright then. He often watched over Nathan and wonders if they'll ever meet again, and he's the only one of the trio who shows an interest in leaving the beach. Perhaps only he knows if that's possible. Force was originally written to be a representation of Nathan and lost innocence, as well as a foil and rival to Serena. See? I told you! Serena peacefully lived on Zalmora mysterious afterlife's beach together with Kana and Forest. They had little to do now that he was out of harm's way, so most of their time was spent playing Uno by the ocean. Wow. So she sometimes wondered what it will feel like to be live in the human world, though this thought quickly dissipates as soon as she takes one look at the pristine blue ocean surrounding her. Serena was originally written to be a representation of Zalmora's mother. Oh! And will disappear forever once he accepted her death. She disliked Forrest as his cynical poker face and just overall not very fun to hang out with. She has spent many years biking outside the beach. They often have sleepovers and share gossip about the living world together. Why are all of you hanging there? What the fuck? Ota. 44 years old. Wow. Tomiota infamy did not live on after his death, with Vio remembering who he was. Alright. With Reina quickly worsening mental state. Although Mika did try to open the cold case that included Ota's supposed missing... I don't know what does that mean. He found himself with no evidence. Alright then. No witness and no interest from higher-ups. This was the event that led to Mika almost quitting the force once more. Ooh. Ota basically took over the role that Robert was originally supposed to have in Book 3 as Zalmora Nemesis. According to the AI, Ota's resemblance to Nathan is because they share a great-great-grandfather. What the fuck? Alright. Koba had the Charlie before Nathan left, apparently to shame with him at a bar. The details of his death were never revealed. If you remember who even he was, none of his coworkers knew his first name was Terrence, though. Kobo's an identical twin sister who worked in CSA. Her design was identical to his, and she was scrapped as she has only appeared once and was never seen again. The AI has given no explanation as to why he suddenly turned into God in the epilogue of Book 3 and refuses to elaborate on what happened to him, no matter how many times it is. Let's explain. Wow. Oh, there's another. Next. Kami Manpo. Birthday, no matter what happens from now on, Kami Manpo will always be with you, no matter what happens from now on. Alright, Kami Manpo, thank you so much. Chess girl. What the fuck? You have a sprite? It is unknown what happened to her. Perhaps she's still out there, playing chess with anyone who would come to see her. Or perhaps she retired and moved on with her life, realizing that chess isn't popular with the current generation. Regardless, she is sure to be still dreaming of better days, not spent with the chessboard by her side, and a quiet hope for certain someone to come home. What is this? What? I'm gonna see that later. Name Hirari Mizuki Hibari. A young actress who enjoys playing characters who die quickly while filming for Hibari reading sim. Oh, you're playing for that? She created the song Poof Goes Hibari's Head, which was hit among the crew of the project for its simple lyric and addicting tune. After her lower role as Hibari, she took a break from acting as the fame the character brought her was overwhelming and brought too much attention to her relatively simple and peaceful life. So that's not your real name. During that time, she took on the hobby of reading webcomics. Rumors say that she wants to make her own comic, but lacks the artistic skill to make it reality. Okay, Mega Betty. 1, 2, 3, poof goes Hibari head, poof goes her lungs and heart, poof goes her hopes and dreams. Okay. Miranda Ulrich. Oh yeah, Miranda's murder was never solved and really has given up on it ever being closed. One day after finding her guitar gathering dust in the basement, Riley was struck with profound guilt and sorrow. Find out the truth. Sky X and Sky Hayes himself. Even with his latest time went by, few remember that Miranda exists at all. The guitar hangs over Riley's bed, a constant reminder of what she believes to be her biggest failure. Ooh. Miranda was meant to have a bigger personal story, but her off-screen death by AI quickly ended any plans to include her. Ooh. According to the AI, Miranda was actually killed by Kim Emerson due to Emerson hatred of dark-haired high school students. What? How? Why? The person that both Nathan and Miranda both had crush on was a guy who moved away from Shimazawa shortly before the events of Book 1. Interesting, Unity. Oh, yeah, you both have sprites. Unity Ulrich. Unity that as she lay, she never able to accomplish her goals and failing to be remembered by anyone except the few who were close to her. Oh no. There was a brief ruckus in Shimazawa regarding the poison that was used in the dart that killed her. A dart? Which protested by the community to investigate where the poison came from, but as always, the Shimazawa police could not care less. Riley had met a dozen of donation in Unity name as a way to remind the public of her name and story. One on-screen appearance in the original script, but it was scrapped as it added nothing to the story. Okay, according to the AI, her death was an accident. The poison dart was meant to kill someone else. What? Someone else? Alright. Who is this? I don't forgive you. I hope you read. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, thank God I'm not been like some freaks out. Who are you? Kid? A lost kid who Zalmora found wandering around Shimazawa was driven to the reconstruction by Zalmora and thought they were thankful. Zalmora never found out their name, where they came from, and or even what they were going to do next. Who are you? Well, I guess that's all. Well, I guess that's all for Bohemian Symphony. Honestly, yeah, it's a pretty interesting read. Albeit a little bit chaotic, but I quite enjoy the chaos here and there. And also, yes, the angst. The stupid angst. Yeah. So, yeah, that's all for Bohemian Symphony. I hope you enjoyed. See you later then in my next video. Bye-bye.